Okay, we're live, and let's see. Okay, we're still looking at what we looked at yesterday. Soleno Therapeutics up 3.63%. But before that, we have this is some piece of news. It's saying here that U.S. stock index futures edged higher today as investors await a crucial inflation reading later in the day for cues on the monetary policy trajectory ahead of the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision later in the week. Equities have advanced in recent weeks, with the three main stock indexes also clocking their highest closes for the year yesterday, the 11th of December, buoyed by expectations that the US Central Bank is done hiking rates and could potentially ease monetary policy next year. Market participants will keenly watch consumer price index data for November, due at 8:30 a.m. Eastern US time. The report is expected to show headline inflation remained unchanged month on month, with core CPI expected to advance 0.3%, according to economists poll by Reuters. The data is set to come in on the heels of the Fed's monetary policy meeting during the day, with a decision on interest rate at the end of the meeting on Wednesday. Money markets have almost fully priced in a rate hike pause at the end of the Fed meeting, with traders seeing a 47.5% chance of a cut as soon as March of next year, 2024. And a 79.9% chance of a cut in May, according to CME Group's Fed Watch tool. Okay, under normal circumstances, further slowdown in inflation could have tempted some participants to bring forth their cut bets again, according to Chalampus Pisoros, senior management analyst at XM. Yeah. Okay, so going on. See, we also have news about Google. Google parent Alphabet underperformed its market cap peers, down 1% in this pre-market session after a fortnight. Maker Epic Games prevailed in its high-profile antitrust trial over the company. And among other movers, Oracle is down 8.8% as a cloud services provider forecast third quarter revenue below estimates on a slowing demand for its cloud offerings. Lucid is also down 2.4% after the electric vehicle maker's CFO Sherry House stepped down. Airbnb fell 2.4% after Barclays downgraded the rental firm to underweight from equal weight. Okay, that's what we're facing this. Okay, so S&P is the futures is up has accelerated up 0.18%. We are tempted to take up a position, but we're just going to keep watching how things turn out. This is let's see whether we can get S&P here. Let's see whether we can get S&P here. Let's try this one. Let's look at the 1 minute and see whether it's live. Okay, there's no activity here. Let's quickly have a look at ES. Okay, ES is on the move. The S&P 500 futures is trading right now. Okay, so let's see. Let's place. Let's remove this one and add this indicator. It's going to show us the strength. Okay, so it's projecting weakness. You can see that we have a score of 2 for this for the current mode it is, and indicating that it's okay. Could it be the weakness? Could it be that okay, yes, the retracement is weak, possibly, I guess. Possibly that's what it's indicating. Okay, but Google was in the news, so we can just quickly have a look and see what's going on with Google. It lost an antitrust lawsuit to Epic Games, so it's down 0.88% now. It's just that news. That's what we will see. Okay. EU must convince. Okay, no, not Morgan Stanley cuts a price target on Amgen. Okay, we're looking for Google, not yeah, a couple of other things or news items in their feed, in its feed. So oh, sorry, that's because I chose it's on the wrong tab. Epic Games wins antitrust lawsuit against Google over barriers to its Android App Store. Okay, US equities indexes rise this week as artificial intelligence led a rally. Weaker job openings overcome stronger non-farm payrolls. Okay, Wall Street shifts towards small gains with US inflation update coming. Okay, so far we have only 148,692 shares that have crossed the tape. Okay, okay, let's quickly have a look and see what the projections are saying. Okay, things are looking up now. You can see the score has changed to 8. This is for S&P futures. This is the S&P itself. Okay, it has cooled off. It was at 4,628.16 44630 before. Now it has cooled off a bit. Okay, let's quickly have a look and see what the projections are saying for Google. Okay, this is the 1 minute chart. Okay. On this 1 minute chart, I think the retracement is we have the stock just right on its this volume indication. It's a pivotal moment. It's it's right on its support. It's right on its support. So if it may present a buying or shorting opportunity at this very point where it is right now as we speak. Okay, so we have upper projections of 133.57, 133.73, 133.79. They go all the way towards 134.17, $134. This is on the 1 minute chart for Google. Let's have a look at the 5 minute chart and see. On the 5 minute chart, so the stock has already dropped below its support. I would say that's a pivotal volume indication here. So we have a downward projection of 133.26, and we have a score of 6, indicating that maybe it might retrace further, maybe on this 5 minute chart. Okay, let's go down to look at the 1 day chart. Okay, we have okay, the market hasn't started trading, but in any case we can still project a few things, not remarkably different from what things are right now. It has just lost only down a few percent, just not up to 1%, so still pretty much around here. So it has a downward projection of 134.28. Let's see where it is right now. 135.50. So it has actually dropped below that. And we have 129. We have 12974 for Google. And then this pivotal volume indication is on 123.91. And then the lowest downward projection on this daily chart is 117.72. But outside that, upper projections, we have 137.09, 139.46, 141.62, 144.86, 149.19, and then all the way towards 161.29. But today, a down day so far for Google. Things may change when the market opens. Okay, let's see ICVX. ICVX down, or rather up 47.66%. ICVX to be acquired by AstraZeneca for $15 per share plus a non-tradable contingent value right to receive up to $5 in cash. Okay, let's see. ICVX $15, not there yet. Okay, it has already passed that. Yeah. Let's look at Oracle, ORCL. Oracle down 9.74%. So far, 728,000 shares have crossed the tape. Oracle forecast quarterly revenue below estimates yesterday, as an uncertain economy and competition in the cloud computing market weighed on demand for its cloud offering. Oracle was down 8.8% in this, rather around 9% in this pre-market session, awaiting cloud stabilization. Okay, Barclays left an overweight price target of $140, says while weakness from Oracle's SANA business was expected. Lower Oracle cloud infrastructure growth will worry investors, as this is the main investment story. Piper Sandler, with an overweight rating and price target of $125, thinks data center expansion at various locations implies a portion of slowing cloud growth might be related to timing and capacity. Evercore ICI, with an outperform rating and price target of 130, notes the primary concern from the results remain when the strength in cloud backlog starts to translate into stabilizing growth. Okay, if OCI growth and can stabilize in 50% range over the next few quarters, risk reward could skew materially to the upside. JP Morgan, with a neutral rating and price target of $100, views a company's recurring software revenue growth and its components as a healthy, but questions Oracle's ability to build out modern data center capacity quickly enough. Okay, down 9.75 Oracle. Let's look at the daily chart and see. So it was actually advancing as of I would say Thursday of this month. The stock has been showing strength apart from today so far in this pre-market session, and it's just right on this Fibonacci projection of 115.16. Next Fibonacci projection is 117.75, and above that is 124.78, but the downward projections go all the way down to 113.49, and then the lowest of them all is 99.61. This is just on the daily chart, nothing's really going on there. So look at the 1 minute chart and see. In the 1 minute chart we have not a lot of strength is projected in this. It's just trying to rebound, but not a lot of strength is seen on it. We have 104.13, and the most upper projection on this 1 minute chart is 104.95. Indeed, it may or may not continue to retrace. So we're back to 4630. Let's see whether there's any fresh news in the broader market. No fresh news. So we're counting down to the open, and we'll see signals. Okay, we have another signal, I think. Let's see. Okay, rising wedge has broken through the support line at as of 11 a.m. London time. Possible bearish price movement forecasts for the next 7 hours towards 4613.89. The resistance last resistance turning point of 4629.73. Really sorry about that noise. It's the market is advancing. This is S&P advancing 4631 now, 46. Am I looking at the I'm supposed to look at the 1 second chart. Let me refresh it. So while I'm refreshing, let me quickly have a look at SVMHW. Okay, Srivaru Holdings up 142.23%. Okay, it's Spark combination, I think. Okay, only 300 shares have crossed the tape. C4 Therapeutics up by 52.54%. C4 Therapeutics, a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company dedicated to advancing targeted protein degradation science to develop a new generation of small molecule medicines and transform how disease is treated. Today announced that it has entered into an exclusive license and collaboration agreement with Merck, an emerging modality designed to selectively target and neutralize, to develop degrade antibody conjugates, an emerging modality designed to selectively target and neutralize disease-causing proteins in cancer cells. Okay, so somebody here is saying they are thrilled. That is the president and the chief executive officer of the company says he is thrilled. Okay, they are thrilled to collaborate with Merck to innovate within the growing field of antibody drug conjugates and evaluate the potential for combining the catalytic efficiency, potency, target specificity, and durability of degraders with the specific binding and delivery capabilities of antibodies. Okay, so yeah, some positive news. It's got buyers buying. Okay, we have 18.155 million shares have crossed the tape so far. Okay, we have prices of around we have bids or asks of around $2.03, and we'll also have as low as 1.48. So that's the current range we are looking at right now. So it has given up some of the gains it ran up. Okay, the market is showing a lot of strength. Okay, let's see what we can find about quadruple C. C4 Therapeutics. Okay, this is the 1 minute chart, so it's cooling off slightly, and it seems the weakness it has seen of late might remain intact. Okay, outside that, on this 1 minute chart, we have 1.22 as a downward projection, the lowest downward projection. Outside that, we have 1.83 above, and then we have 2.07. We have 2.22. We have 2.33, 2.45. They go all the way towards 3.46 in this pre-market session. So the price has dropped below this pivotal volume indication, indicating that it has broken through the support as things stand right now, and it wasn't just now, it's been some time since that happened. Let's see what S&P is doing. Okay, you can see we're looking at the plunge. Yeah, 4-6 plunging and trying to rebound. Dramatic scenes. This is the 1 second chart for the S&P. It's rebounding again and blasting away. Look at that. I think I'm gonna get in now. Dramatic scenes here. Highly volatile, highly volatile. Look at that. Got it at 4637. Some news must be out there now, and we're exactly 1 hour before the market opens. It's rebound in the green now. 4-3. Lost everything now. Back in the red. Cashed in, but very dramatic scenes here. Okay, if we're lucky to have cashed in a tiny profit there, very tiny, but let's see. There must be some news out there, as if you thought through. No, it hasn't, but the news, there must be some news there somewhere. Obviously they have to type it and paste it before we see it, but some news must have broken somewhere. Looking like a buying opportunity, but very risky. It has not been able to break through its this is I believe which it's a 20-day moving average, 20-second moving average, plunging further. Okay, yeah, we can look at it. Yeah, AL, A double. Look at it. Let's see. LLR. Larity. Okay, up 0.82%. 14,677 shares have crossed the tape so far. Penny stock. Okay, the company announces Thomas Jensen as interim CEO and appointment of Jeremy R. Graff as key executive advisor. They amended the S1. Okay, it wasn't today, some time ago. Okay, let me modify this to bring it only today to just today. Okay, let's see what we have. Up 0.82. Let's see whether we can get anything. The market is crashing for now. Glad we are not there, but it might rebound again. Okay. Larity Therapeutics. Very tiny float, very small micro cap of $2.2 million, very tiny. Okay, it's rallying within a longer term bearish trend. I can't see that, but it seems that is what's going on. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is the 1 minute chart. So yeah, it's advancing as things stand right now in this pre-market session. On this 1 second chart is above this I would say indicative volume line, and just right on Fibonacci projection of 0.4953. so if it's going to advance, there are possible targets of 0.5142. The strength of its rally is not that bad. It has a score of 6 based on the machine learning tool we have here. It gives every strength at certain points on its curve. On its curve, it gives a point. It's the higher the point, the stronger the trend. So 6 is it's not as good. 8 is the highest we've seen, so it's probably 8, usually 2, 4, 6, 8 or something like that. There might be higher points, but I think 6 is good. So just an indication that maybe it could rally further. So let's look at the 5 minute chart and see. Okay, so outside that, let's look at the 5 minute chart. On the 5 minute chart, we have something like that, looks like the same thing as well. 0.5073 is projected. So at this point, we can do away with this ML2. It's just we can have a look at something else to give us an indication of what is autoregressive extrapolation of price. So we're trying to extrapolate a price. Let's see, is it still calculating? Yeah. Okay, so okay, as things stand right now, the extrapolation for the price is actually lower than where things are right now. It's extrapolating 0.7449, but it does not mean that that is what will be the case. So we can go back to the 1 minute chart and we might be able to see what the extrapolation there is saying on the 1 minute chart. In the 1 minute chart, it's going to take some time. Okay, yeah, pretty much the same thing, 0.4738, but if we move down further, we might get something else. Okay, extrapolation has is done, I think. Yeah, so what it's extrapolating is 0.5. This is the 30-minute chart, 0.5212. There's also a convergence there. It's this extrapolation is converging with a Fibonacci projection, maybe a validation that maybe that's something that might happen. And we can actually get, yeah, this is a 30-minute chart, so it's projected to happen today, maybe, yeah, later on in the session, 0.5212. No guarantee that that will be the case. Okay, projections go all the way towards 5528, and then the topmost there is $0.77. Okay, so let's look at the 1 day chart and see what the projections are saying. Yeah, it's flat here, and okay, well, the projection is saying, the extrapolation is saying well, okay, if that makes you happy, $91.89 by Thursday the 21st of December. Well, what are the odds? But in any case, that's what's there, but I guess you probably going to take that with a pinch of salt. I think that on this chart, the best bet that your best bets are, the minute charts. Let's look at the 1 hour chart and see, or okay, let's look at the 4 hour chart and see. Okay, 4 hour chart is pretty much like the 1 day chart, so let's look at the 1 hour chart. Okay, 1 hour chart, let's see. Okay, yeah, pretty much like the 30-minute chart. Extrapolation of 0.5290 is what is forecasted there, and also it's also right on a Fibonacci projection as well, so that's a confluence of indicators. Okay, roughly 0.5107, 0.5107, but okay, the stock is has a very tiny float, so volatility will be very high, I guess. Let me look at this, 149.71. yes, pretty much. So let's see what's going on with the S&P. It's okay, recovered a bit. Any fresh news? No fresh news so far. Okay, thank you. Okay, there's also an interesting report that came out here. Yeah, let's see. All is not lost. Let's see what's going on here. This report was from as of last week. I'm trying to find some more, whether there's some more substance. Okay, so yes, Alarity Therapeutics currently has a risk rating of 1, which is significantly below the S&P 500 index average rating of 8.9. On days when the market is up, ARR tends to outperform the S&P 500 index. However, on days when the market is down, the shares typically climb. Okay, so on days when the market is up, ARR tends to outperform the S&P 500 index. However, on days when the market is down, the shares typically climb. Okay, in the short term, ARR has shown average correlation of greater than or equal to 0.2 and less than 0.4 with the S&P 500 index. The stock has, however, shown an inverse correlation, less than negative 0.1, and with the market in the long term. Over the last 90 days, ARR shares have been more volatile than the overall market, as the stock's daily price fluctuations have exceeded that of 99% of the S&P 500 index firms. Once again, let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, the market is plunging. S&P is plunging 4620. It's good we got out when we did. Okay, let's look at ICVX. ICVX is on the move, spiked this morning. Okay, before we get into that, we can have a look and see what is behind this rally for ICVX. Okay, let's find the news. Okay, yes, it's to be acquired by AstraZeneca. Yeah, for $15 per share. Yeah, okay, that's we've looked at that already. So far, 740,000 shares have across the tape. Okay, let's look at BRSH. Brush Oral up 16 points, or rather 17.86%. Brush Oral Okay, so investors, okay, let's see. Okay, this is a day after saying it believes it has regained compliance with the minimum stockholders equity requirement for continued listing on the Nasdaq after 2 transactions with target capital and generating alpha. Let's see. BRSH. Okay, Brush Oral Inc. up. Okay, let's see whether we can find any report here for Brush Oral. Okay, we have a report here. Yesterday the volume spiked. Okay, the trading volume exceeded 10-day average of 19.102 million shares by 701.9%. We have a report here, Refinitiv report. Market cap is 3 million. Very tiny float, or rather, sorry, very small market cap. Let's look at the market. Let's look at the 16.392. So quite relatively small float. It will be. Let's go all the way down and see what's going on here with this is its peers. Let's see. This is Brush. It's down 98.7%. Any outperformer here? Not really. No, not really. DTC up 25.3. 25.3% returns so far this year. What's the industry? So it's company is engaged in the e-commerce business with a product portfolio that consists of a sonic powered electric brush kit and brush head refills. Through its website, consumers can purchase a brush starter kit, which includes the brush electric toothbrush, 3 brush heads, a magnetic charger, and a travel case. It also sells the brush heads separately, which come in a 3-pack and can be purchased on a subscription basis, where the customer will automatically receive their brush refill every 6 months. That's the subscription. Okay, so this industries, they're not the best performers. Hardly the industry is hardly a beacon of light. Cyclical consumer products, household goods, appliances and houseware, housewares. So its peers are not really actually their performances, they're not really that fantastic as well. Okay, so it currently has a risk rating of 5, which is significantly below the S&P 500 index average rating of 8.9. On days when the market is up, BRSH shares typically decrease when the market is up. Okay. Furthermore, on the days when the market's down, the shares tend to decline less than the S&P 500. Okay. In short term, BRSH has shown average correlation, which is greater than or equal to 0.2 and less than 0.4 with the S&P 500 index. The stock has, however, shown high correlation, greater than or equal to 0.4 with the market in the longer term. Over the last 90 days, BRSH shares have been more volatile than the overall market. The stock's daily price fluctuations have exceeded that of the S&P 500 index firms. Yeah, that's what's going on with BRSH. Okay, we can look at the forecasts here. Okay, this is the 1 hour chart. Let's look at the 1 minute chart. Okay, let's see what's going on with the broader market. Okay, holding still at 4620, no change at that sort of level. Okay, so on the 1 hour 1 minute chart, so the price extrapolation is showing that maybe it can it has a potential to get to $0.208, $0.2088 at some point in this session, and then there's an upper projection of $0.2195, downward projection just below where this extrapolation is, 0.2071. and next one is 0.2028, and they go all the way down to 0.1747. Okay, this is on the 1 minute chart. Let's look at the 5 minute chart and see. The 5 minute chart, okay, so a weaker extrapolation is in place, 0.1844, and it's just almost in confluence with Fibonacci projection of 0.1812 on this 5 minute chart. Let's look at the 4 to 5 minute chart and see. Yeah, there was a massive spike on this that was recorded on this 45 minute chart, 0.2892. that was the peak. So the stock is the extrapolation for its price is significantly above the current price. We have 0.2445 or thereabout, 0.2463, and then projections, upper projections, we have 0.2507, 0.2805, and they go all the way towards 0.3576. We're counting down to the open. Okay, so this is the 1 day chart, and we have a massive extrapolation of around 5, even higher than that. We have $6.06 come Tuesday the 19th of December. Okay, that's not far away. Okay, so outside that we have this upper projection of 6.97. What are the odds that this will pan out? So from where things are right now, we have Fibonacci of 1.16, 1.76, 2.31, 2.79, 3.46, 4.37, 6.97 as well. Okay, while we're here, we can quickly have a look at INAB. Okay, let's see. INAB Bio. This is the daily extrapolation. We have 1.81, and outside that we have Fibonacci down here at 1.24, and all the way down to 0.6534. So we have 2.18, 2.59, 3.12, and all the way towards 4.63. But nothing's going on yet, so we better have a look at what's going on right now. So we have let's see, extrapolations. Yes, we have a confluence on this 1 minute chart of 1.64. So it's currently 1.64. It's okay, yeah. So it's just right on that confluence. So that it has actually just changed right now. So it's 1.67 right now. That's the extrapolation. Okay, and there's a Fibonacci of 1.68 and 1.72. Outside that, there are downward projections of 1.65, and they go all the way. That's okay. So that downward projection here is actually 1.62 and 1.58. So we can have a look at the 5 minute chart and see. Okay, we have a bearish extrapolation of 1.35, just up below this downward projection of 1.38. So outside that, the stock is just trading slightly below its this volume indicative volume line, just trading, and that line is at $1.65. So outside that, upper projections go all the way towards $2 on this 5 minute chart. Okay, let's get a 1 day chart and see. Yeah, we've seen that already. So let's look at let's see what's going on here on Street Smart Edge. Okay, up 28.13%, 5.618 million shares have crossed the tape. So we have various prices. We have a range so far of 1.37 to 1.92. Let's see whether we can find any news. Okay, INAB Bio shares a surge on positive results from leukemia treatment trial. Shares of drug maker INAB Bio surged 20.31% in this pre-market session to around $1.5. The company announces positive clinical update in phase 1 of a trial of its leukemia treatment, INAB 100. That's 100. Okay, London Stock Exchange group data shows INAB Bio is set to open at its highest since late July, should the gains hold. According to new data, INAB showed a durable complete. According to new data, INB 100 showed durable complete remission achieved in 100% of treated patients, including high-risk patients. Okay, let's get back to what's going on with the S&P. Just holding at 4620. Let's see whether we've got any fresh news. Okay, yes, there's some fresh news here. Okay, we have breaking news. Having the last word doesn't always ensure winning the fight. On Wednesday, U.S. Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell will try to have the final say of the year in his ongoing tussle with the markets. The central bank is set to keep interest rates steady, and Powell will attempt to persuade investors that aggressive rate cuts aren't imminent despite falling inflation. If he is successful, stocks and bonds will have a tough holiday period. If he fails, the Fed's plans for next year could be derailed. The market thinks the Fed will cut rates from the current 5.25% to 5.5 to around 4.25% in the next 12 months. According to derivatives prices collected by the London Stock Exchange Group, Powell has different plans. He's expected to keep rates unchanged following the two-day meeting with other Fed bankers, which starts today. More importantly, having missed the fresh inflationary spike on the way up, he doesn't want to run the risk of cutting them prematurely. Markets could do his job for him. Higher bond yields increase the cost of borrowing, which helps to reduce consumption and quell inflation. But Treasury investors, not to be gaslit, are doing the opposite. Reading good economic news as a green light for rate cuts. The odds against the odds, the U.S. economy is gliding towards a rare so-called soft landing, with inflation converging towards the Fed's 2% target without a recession. The core personal consumption expenditure index, which excludes food and energy prices and is the Fed's preferred inflation measure, is running at an annualized rate of around 2.1% over the past 6 months. Although the unemployment rate is low, there are no signs of inflationary wage spike. See, okay. Powell could lower borrowing costs next year and still could cool price growth as long as borrowing costs stay higher than inflation, especially if core PCE drops to 2.6% in 2024 from 3.5% now, as the Fed predicts. If markets continue to ignore Powell's pleas, a rally in both stocks and bonds might continue. The S&P 500 has gained 7.7% since October, including reinvested dividends, and is on track to return more than 20% for 2023. Yields on 2-year US Treasuries, which move inversely to prices, have fallen 5.25% in October to 4.7% now. Okay, that's news out there. Let's see what's going on with the markets. Okay, it has advanced a bit. We're counting down to the open of the regular session in a few minutes, in around roughly 18 minutes. Okay, total CPI rose 0.1% in November, following a flat reading in October. Core CPI, which excludes food and energy, climbed 0.3% in November, following a 0.2% increase in October. Okay, Kava Group up 2.8%. 6.253 million shares have crossed the tape. EDTX, let's see. Avenue, okay, Aditix is up 76.05%. What's the news behind Aditix? It has entered into agreement to acquire Evofem Biosciences to address diverse reproductive health needs of women globally. Okay, we have a report. Let's see. Market edge rating. Let's see what the rating is. It's neutral. Well, report not available at this time. What could be wrong? What has gone wrong? Okay. What a pity. We don't have it. EDTX. Let's look at okay, this is the daily chart for EDTX. It's been moving sideways for a very long time. So this is the spike we are looking at right now in this regular session, but the extrapolation, the price extrapolation is for a bearish one, something above, slightly above where it closed yesterday. We are looking at a 4.12, but currently it's trading at $6.32, showing some weakness. Okay, we can actually see what the strength of this rally is indicating. Okay, we have a -8, so it's expected that it's going to plunge further. On this 1 minute chart, let's look at the 5 minute chart. While we're looking at it, we see what's going on in the broader market. More weakness as the US market is about to open. On 5 minute chart, we have same thing as well, -8. Maybe because it has drops below this indicative volume line over $6.76. But outside that, upper projections go all the way towards $7.73. Below that, we have 7.52, and then below that we have 7.42. They'll go all the way down to just slight above where it is, 6.5. Okay, it has broken above now. Let's see whether these scores will change on this 5-minute chart. Okay, drops back, advancing right on its right on a Fibonacci projection of $6 or there, about $6.91. Okay, let's return and see what's going on with the 1-minute chart. Yeah, it's rebounding. I think the score has changed to 8 now. Positive, it's positive 8. That indicative price has just broken through that. So that was a resistance, you could just say, and has just broken through that. Retraced again. So ADTX is quite active in this pre-market session. Let's see what if MD is on the move. Okay, so Nvidia is in talks with the Biden administration about what types of artificial intelligence chips it can sell to China, but the company won't be able to sell its most advanced products to Chinese companies. AMD is down 0.6% in this pre-market session after climbing 4.3% in the previous. The company's chief accounting officer, Darla Smith, disclosed the proposal of 4,000 AMD shares. Disclosed the disposal of 4,000 AMD shares in a Monday regulatory filing. It's lost a lot more, 1.24 now. Okay, let's see what Marathon is doing. We're counting down. We have 6 minutes and some seconds. Marathon is up 1.02%. Okay, let's see. Saying here that Hot 8 rose 3.9% to $9.19 in this pre-market session. Shares of other cryptocurrency and blockchain related stocks advance. tracking higher Bitcoin prices. Bitcoin, the world's largest crypto asset, rose over 1% after falling nearly 6% yesterday. Okay, crypto exchange Coinbase global blockchain operator Bitfarms up 2.2% and 6.2% respectively. Crypto miners Riot Platforms, Marathon Digital and Bit Digital up between 3.1% to 9.7%. Says Stocking Horse bid for Validos Power Corp's 4 natural gas power plants as located in Ontario, Canada, declared successful. The Stocking Horse bid is an initial bid on the assets of a bankrupt company. The bid is in partnership with Macquarie Equipment Finance, a subsidiary of Macquarie Group. Okay, yeah. Mara up 0.96%. Let's look at SGN and see what's going on there. SGN, CGenic up 3.27%. What's the news? We have 3 minutes before the market opens. Pfizer said that today it has agreed to donate the rights of royalties from sales of cancer drug Bavencio to address concerns from U.S. antitrust regulators related to its $43 billion deal to buy Seagen. The drug maker said it had now received all regulatory approvals to close the deal on Thursday, about 9 months after announcing the acquisition. Pfizer announced the acquisition in March as it braced for a steep fall in sales of its COVID-related products. Lower COVID product sales led the company to launch a program to cut $3.5 billion worth of job roles and other expenses. After the deal closes, Pfizer said it will create a separate cancer drugs operation and split the rest of its commercial business into 2 divisions. One focused on the United States and the other on the rest of the world. Chief Commercial Officer Angela Huang would step down, and Chief Business Innovation Officer Amir Malik would become Commercial Chief for the US unit, while Alexandra Gami will become Commercial Chief for International Units. The US FTC sent a request for more information on the Seagen deal to the companies in July. The FTC declined to comment on Pfizer's announcement on Tuesday. That's today. Pfizer said it would donate the royalty rights for immunotherapy drug Bavencio to the American Association for Cancer Research. The company March signed away the development and commercialization rights related to Bavencio to its partner for the drug. That was Merck KGaA, while retaining rights to 15% of the net sales of the drug. Bavencio brought in sales of $271 million for Pfizer in 2022. Seagen's shares rose 3.3% to $228.83 in pre-market trading, close to the offering price of $229. The gap between the offer price and its shares has narrowed in recent months on easing fears of a prolonged antitrust review. Also, we have a few seconds before the market opens, and I think this is where we need to be. We need to be where the S&P is going to be. The market is opened. Let's see. And this is the S&P 500. Let's see where it's going to spike. It seems it might. We're looking at a small rally here. No. Rejection, rejection, rejection. Rejection. Narrowing and narrowing. Volatility is narrowing. Plunging further. Okay, thank you very much for joining this live session, and I'll keep on updating you. Enjoy your day today.